Hey guys, welcome to my Demogorgon makeup look. I'm a bit of a fan of Stranger Things, so I couldn't not do this look really. So first of all, I started off with some wire. This wire was a little bit too thick, so I'd recommend a thinner one if you're going to do this yourself. And then I made a petal-like shape, and with the excess wire, I wrapped it around each other at the bottom and then covered it in masking tape to prevent myself from getting cut. Didn't quite work because I'm a klutz and I still managed to get hurt myself anyway, but hey, I tried. So then I went up the petal with about 3 or 4 layers of masking tape just to give it a sturdy base ready for it to be filled. Now I did the Demogorgon with the 5 petals. Not really sure if they're called petals, but we're going to go with it anyway. And then I bent them into a shape that I wanted. Then with some multi-morph plastic, I put it in a bowl with boiling hot water from the kettle, waited for the beads to go clear before taking it out and rolling it into a flat sausage-like shape ready to cut into teeth. That's my kind of flat sausage shape, but hey, it worked. So then I made different shapes and sized teeth ready to put into the petals. In order to make the paste, I used liquid latex with some red food colouring and some flour, which I only had gluten-free flour at the time, but hey, it worked just the same. And then I put a layer in the base of the petal and then added some cotton wool on top to give it some texture. On top of that, I also used just some PVA glue with some cotton wool. I made like a squidgy ball type consistency and kind of just spread it over the petal just to give it a bit of texture. I then went back and added just some PVA glue and red food colouring alone, mixed it together to form a bit of a deeper red sort of paste because it turned out a little bit pinky for my liking. And then I reapplied over the cotton wool, and this was the look it came out with, which is that kind of gooey look that I wanted, just not quite the colour. So I then got some red hairspray and just coloured it to act as a base coat ready for me to apply more layers basically. Because of the latex paste in the very beginning layer, it was able to act like a glue for the teeth to stick in, so I kind of just wedged it in between the cotton wool, and yeah. Then I stuck the petals onto a mannequin and with some masking tape all the way around to secure it, and then I ran out of latex paste, so I used silicone in the centre. I didn't quite like the look that came out, so I then built on top of that with some cotton wool and PVA glue again, and sprayed with some red and black hairspray. I got some more latex and used the paste to go around the base so it was easy to stick onto my face. And then I went back over with some more black hairspray. I used grease paints to get a bit of colour in there, and some nicotine coloured tooth enamel to make the teeth not so white. Then with a bald cap, I didn't secure this one because it was tight enough and I knew that the mask was going to cover it, but I just stuck a bald cap over my head and blocked out a bit of my eyebrows with some Vaseline, and I put a bit of wax on there too. Then got some latex, tissue and cotton wool to create some texture, and then used the airbrush to go over with white, grey and black, although I forgot to take photos at this point, so you've just got the white colour. But overall it turned out like this. I added some fake blood. I actually used some hair to act as like saliva strings at the time. But yeah, this is the finished look, and I hope you guys like it, and good luck if you're going to do this yourself. And I look forward to doing another look for you guys.